बाइक, लेकिन आज आपको देखकर कंफ्यूज हो गई हूँ कि बाइक को देखूं या आपको देखूं. Welcome to Farzi. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, guys. It's amazing to be here. I had to get this really big guy here. Everybody else got to make a nice smooth entry, and I was thinking, "Koi itni badi cheez pe kyun डाल रहे?" Thank you very much.
Oh my God!
Amazing to be here. Thank you.
Shahid, I must say, okay, let's get into the question and answers. Would you step this way for me, please? First of all, Happy New Year, Shahid.
Thank you.
So wonderful to see you in person.
Absolutely, and wishing everybody a very, very happy New Year. 2023 is just beginning, and we're all hoping that we'll have a fantastic year this year. It was a bit up and down last year. We're all going to put our best effort in to do our best work, and hopefully people will like it.
Personally, I want to say, तमिल में बात करते हुए बहुत अच्छी लगती है शाहिद कपूर.
मैंने पहली बार अपने आप को सुना पीछे, और फिर बाद में मुझे लगा मेरी आवाज़ फर्जी है. फिर बाद में मुझे पता चला विजय सर की आवाज़ भी फर्जी है तमिल में. I think it just takes too much time to dub these things, in a different language. Otherwise, I'm sure we would have all loved to do it, but it's a little challenging. But thank you. The Tamil trailer looks amazing, and it was.
Sir, wait, sir.
ली गई है. ये शो के अंदर बहुत गरीब सी एकदम बाइक है उसकी. So no, but obviously this is not about just an artist. It's about a con artist. I think सनी शुरुआत में एक आर्टिस्ट है, लेकिन उसके अंदर का कौन धीरे धीरे ऊपर आता है, and then he turns into a con artist. और सब फर्जी है ब्रो, सब फर्जी है.
Oh my God.
And now it's been crazy. I mean, we started off doing one show, and then while we were doing it, we came with another. Before we realized here we are. At this point, I think there are 4 shows that we have in multiple seasons with Prime Video. So it's like they must be tired of us by now.
Delicious roster, yeah. Thank you so much for this partnership. But Parna, I'm going to ask you this only. So he's telling me his side of the story. What's your side of the story like?
We love them.
It's easy.
Just love.
Easy.
This is a marriage that's based entirely on love. But I have a secret weapon.
The last for 2023 is a new year, and I was very happy to hear when we decided to launch the show on the 10th of Feb, because it's my birthday month, so I was like, okay, that's great. And yeah, it's a lot of firsts. In fact, we started talking about the show even before everybody started talking about OTT, as an option. And when I say everybody, I mean the film fraternity, considering OTT as something that they would like to consider. And it was simply because I love their shows. I love Family Man 1 and 2, and they called me for a film. And I said, film to theek hai. Show mein kya kar rahe ho? And he was like, "Hey, joking, you're serious, you really want to do a show?" I said, "Yes, absolutely. I would love to collaborate with you guys at what I have loved watching you do." And he kind of had this idea, which strangely 8 years back we had discussed with each other as a movie. And at that time, it was like DK said, that it was too big in terms of the length of story for it to fit into a movie. And I think the best thing that happened to Farzi is that it didn't become a movie, because I don't think we would have been able to do justice to it. Here we have the first season, which is equal to 2.5 movies. And if people like it, we can make another 2.5 movies, and then another 2.5 movies. And if you go and see the kind of cast that they have put together, or the kind of characters that they developed with Sita and Suman, the way that they have put this entire story together, it lends itself to more and more time. And by the time I finished playing Sunny, I almost felt like it was just the beginning of Sunny. My first with Amazon Prime. It's an amazing platform. I think every actor would feel proud to collaborate with them. And we've had an amazing time. Their contracts are very scary, but in person they are amazing.
I'm trying to impress the girl whom I love, so I love this. And then working with Rajan DK, I met them when I went to, one day I was on the way to my shoot. It was a night shoot in Chennai. So I liked the gentleman Manoj Bajpayee sir. Suddenly, I think he wanted to meet me. I got a call from somebody, and then he wanted me. It was a surprise for me to go and see him. So he wanted to meet me seriously. So I went, and then I met him, and he was the same person when I saw Company and Satya. So he's very handsome in the video.
And I was like, will they be able to see me? What will happen? Like, will they be able to judge or anything? And so we went on the Zoom meeting. They sort of told me that this was the character, this was what they were looking for. And I think Raj sir and DK sir saw some clipping of mine, and they really liked me in that. And they thought, okay, this is Megha. And I cannot explain the feeling that I had. I mean, you know, it's like you've hit the jackpot. That's the feeling I got, you know. They are the pioneers of the long format, and of course, I was very, very happy to be on board. And I knew that there was Shahid, there was Vijay Sethupathi sir at that time. I didn't know there was Bhuvan also, and Amol sir also. And my father also is a huge fan of yours, and he had come on set, and he was extremely excited to see him. And you truly are the heart of our show. Bhuvan, you're such a cracker. I mean, I didn't expect that. Yes, you are.
Am I?
Yes. You've really done such a great job.
Say that it was working with this complete young team was sheer pleasure and nothing Farzi about it. Absolute pleasure. Working with Raj and DK, directors who know exactly what they want. Not only exactly what they want, but they want to be different than what they have done, was something which was so heartwarming and so lovely to be there. Shahid, of course, such a fantastic actor that he is. I have been his fan for a long time, and to work with him was sheer pleasure. Same with this young man, Bhuvan, sheer pleasure. Working with this entire team was so fulfilling. I only regret that I didn't have any chance to work with Vijay Sethupathi. I have been a great fan of his work also. I have been watching him.
Pounced on them and asked them what they have. So I don't think they officially came to me ready to offer me a show. I guess they were in the process of developing it. And that's when I showed interest in wanting to do something with them on OTT, and then they said that they have the show. And then we kind of spent, I think, 5 or 6 months talking about the show. They would take me through it at various stages. Whether they liked it or not, I would give my feedback. And what happened by the time we reached the set is that I didn't feel like an actor who steps into a role maybe a couple of weeks before, preps for about a week, has 3 meetings and feels he owns it. I don't like doing that anymore. I feel that's very pompous. I think it's much nicer to try and become a part of the team. If you want to have a voice, it shouldn't be just because you're the star of the show, it should be because you're as much a team member as everybody else. And I wanted to do that on this show. So we actually spent a lot of time talking to each other, discussing the character, the various facets of the character, the entire angle of Sunny being an artist and that being the face of his character. Like if you see in the promotion also, it's very much, you know, the artistic energy of Sunny. It has been pushed out a lot, you know. And all that happened while we were talking and discussing about how to make it different and fresh and unpredictable. And so I wetted myself in that journey. The rest of it, you know, all my Mumbai-ness came out just when I met this bugger. When he came on set and he...
What was fascinating to watch and to be part of the whole shooting process was DK and Raj. I have noticed even in the past and while shooting, I noticed it even more. You know, they are creating something larger than life. They are creating something which is heightened drama, and to sustain it for such a long time requires a complete command over the crowd. But the interesting part of it was, while creating the heightened drama, everybody, the performances and everything was not heightened. All the characters, all the performances are, when you see the actual product, you'll realize that what is usually called as underacting. Everybody is underacting, and that combination of a heightened drama with underacting is so fascinating. And I thoroughly enjoyed that because I think that's my turf.